Okay. So we having a great debate, y'all. This is Ali San to this. That's Kemo. For out of towners don't know, legendary Kemo from a group, the whole nine. A lot of. It's a verifiable. This is official. This is a warranted. He has the right to be having this debate. He is not reaching. He is not doing none of that. And it's my brother though. We had already had this conversation to agree, right? Am I right? We just taking it to live, so everybody can add in and put what they think about it.
Yeah, they say I knew his voice sound familiar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? A lot of people know the voice without knowing the face. You know what I'm talking about?
They said Ali talking to the mic. Y'all can hear me better like this? They said Ali talking to the mic, because the mic up here in my car. Am I loud enough? Y'all can hear me? Let us know so we can get started.
They say, yeah, you good. What about me? What about me? Y'all can hear me? Y'all can hear me?
Loud
and clear. They say loud and clear. All right, let's run it. First, I just want to start out by saying right on, bro. Like you probably the realest nigga like out of this motherfucker for even visiting this subject. Like niggas don't want to touch this motherfucking subject, bro. I got a whole new level of respect for you than I already had anyway. You know what I'm saying? You already know that. So that being said, man, they say that you one of the most cerebral niggas. I want to hear how you finna floor me with this information.
Nah, it's not even floored. The topic was, if I'm incorrect, correct me. The topic was, you created, or how you say it on what you on Talk Boy?
Say what?
How did you say it?
Okay, I am the very first artist in history to promote the way St. Louis niggas talk in a hood and use the way we talk as the focal point of the hood.
Okay.
And I'm the first nigga I'm the first nigga, when I did it, it was the first of its kind. It was the first of its kind. And that's the reason it was received so well by everybody. We also like, give me what you got. Ain't taking nothing away from the Lunatics. Give me what you got. We're the biggest independent act ever out of St. Louis. Out of the Midwest, probably us, Tech Nine, Twister. Nobody sold more records without the help of a major label than the whole nine. Probably in the whole Midwest. Besides probably a Tech Nine or some shit like that. Yeah. And he definitely didn't do it off of one independent release. Right. And I don't think Twister ever did it off of one independent release. We sold over 100,000 copies of that Hella Thorough. Between the whole out here and that Hella Thorough shit, sold 100,000 independent. We made down there $1 million without no deal.
Now that right there, I ain't even getting in that. We lose. I ain't getting in that. That is not an argument for me, a debate. I can't remember. Salute you. That's the truth. 100% true. No doubt. The other part, that's the debate. I'm saying. Now, me and Kemo spoke, right? Now, he's saying about the way we talk, put it in the hook. I'm saying he's not. I said EI to start it off. He said he's not giving me EI. Am I correct?
And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Right? I'm not giving you EI because Nelly said, well, you wrote that. So you said.
No, I ain't write that hook.
Okay. Okay. Well, Nelly said, you said it's because he said, if they head right, Nelly, they're every night. But right. I said, I was the first person to put the way we talk in the hook of a song and make the way we talk the focal point of the hook. So,
right.
With that being said, if they hear right, Nelly, their every night was a Biggie line. And right. focal point of that hook was underlay, mommy, what's popping tonight?
Right. Okay.
That wasn't the focal point of that hook.
All right. Right. So.
Okay.
But that was in the.
If that would have been, I'm sorry to cut you off, bro. I'm sorry to cut you off, King. But my point, my hook would have been, if they had right, Nelly the night, Nelly the night. If they had right, Nelly the night.
Right.
Fuck the rest of it.
Right.
That would have been my hook.
Now, that's why I say that it's when it get touchy right there. It's like, okay, you're saying it's you was the first to put it in a hook. Okay, say for instance, let's go to y'all album, right? The first one, 2001, it was Out Here, right?
Correct.
It was spelled Here. Mm-hmm. The song Out Here, y'all said out here, out. It wasn't her. It was out here.
Out here, we listed out. Tina got that ass beat by Ike out here. We were eating Chinaman rice and egg rolls out here. We're platinum with ice. Ain't no more gold out here.
That's in.
Now the song you put up was called 12 Rounds. And Chaos, I wrote the hook, but Chaos said it. A lot of those hooks, Chaos said the hook, but I wrote it. He said, "Come over here and lay your head on daddy."
Come over here.
We wasn't. The reason he said here is because that's St. Louis too. Okay. We say it both ways. So we don't just
song,
walk around, and that's what everybody tried to do after we did. No. See, after we did it, see, we was letting everybody know this is what St. Louis really is. We don't just walk around. We don't just walk around. Sometimes we say there.
Right.
Sometimes we do. Don't you say there sometimes? Sometimes.
I say there. I say. Okay.
Sometimes we say here.
Right.
But we say there 90% of the time, and pretty much.
But we're talking about in the song, in the hook.
Yeah.
Right. We're talking about in the hook. So on that album, that's the first album, 2001. Right. He said here.
On that song.
Okay. On that song. What song did he say St. Louis style?
Out Here, the song Out Here. We didn't feel compelled.
No, that was out here.
No, that was the song Out 12 Rounds. No. That was the one you shared. That was yes, mommy, come over here and lay your head on daddy's chest, mommy. Okay. That was that song. Okay. I wrote that song. Look, I got that song from 8Ball and MJG. Now I rarely do that, but I kind of borrowed the cadence from "Don't Flex, Baby."
Okay, so when did y'all say it? What song y'all said?
We said the here way in that song.
Okay,
and Chaos said that, but every time I said it was the double R.
Okay, but y'all got to go as y'all on this one. So, as what song did y'all say the
double R way? Yeah. Out Here. What was the first song on the album? Out Here, we doing our thorough thizzle in the I don't know, you heard about it, everybody. You know what I'm saying? We eating Chinaman rice and egg rolls out here. The song Out Here, we had a song called Out Here. The album was called Out Here. And on the song Out Here, we was trying to establish with that song the way we say her.
Okay.
In the song Out Here. All of y'all go Google the whole nine, the song Out Here, and listen to it. We didn't say here on that song one time.
No, y'all didn't. And
if you remember that song.
I remember. That's right.
Now then we had everybody in the club up.
Okay. Was that on that album?
Dirty.
Hold on. On that album, it was everybody in the club up, right? Mm-hmm. Everybody in the club up. What's the rest of the hook? What's the rest of the hook?
Be girl shaking for my hustlers, humping your back, twerking for my thug stuff, and stay away from shady bro ballin' busters. Yeah, everybody. But the focal point was the way we talk, because the first word was everybody.
Okay, so
still the focal point of the hook.
So y'all said on that hook right there, that's definitely how what you talking about, the way it said. Now, I have two things with the cadence. Now, how it was said in that song, it was said one time in that hook.
Right.
That's that. Now, when we said it one time, it wasn't. It's not the focal point.
Right.
When y'all said one time, it's the focal point.
You know why?
Why?
Because the beginning is everything. Just how the world began. Not that the world began. Listen, hold on. I see where you're going with it. That's why I started off every song on the album. Because I knew whoever come in, the beginning is what people gonna throw the CD out the window if it don't sound right from the beginning. So the beginning of the hook, that's why EI was underlay, because you knew that in your mind, you knew that y'all mind, you knew that motherfucking hook needed to come. They needed to start with some banging shit that people was gonna remember. That's why underlay, you knew, but you wasn't thinking. But you wasn't thinking talking like a St. Louis nigga start out like that and then fuck all that. No, you weren't thinking that.
No, I'm saying because the album was called Country Grammar. Mm-hmm. So we, for one, I gotta step on talk about this next point later. Let me address the current where we at right now. What's the focal point of EI's hook?
Underlay, mommy, EI,
So it's underlay. Would you say underlay or is the focus point?
Yeah.
Which one? Would you say underlay or
I would say all of that. I would say that.
That's what I'm saying. So you said all of that except for Nelly Durr Night.
You know why? Because you wrote the hook and you said you by your own wording, you got that hook. You got the listen, in your mind, you got that hook from Speedy Gonzalez. Right?
No, I'm saying the hook comes from, I told you when we talked about it, I said
Speedy Gonzalez.
Hold on. The hook comes from, I told you they play softball, the Soldiers.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay.
We talk about they play the Soldiers and they say, you're underlay, okay. So, but we talked about that though. So I'm saying, you're saying all of that, meaning underlay, mama, EI, what's popping tonight, right?
Right.
So everything, not what's popping tonight, and not if the head right Nelly that night. Because what's popping tonight, see now we talking about, is that St. Louis slang? Is that the way St. Louis talk?
Yeah.
So damn, because that's all Funk Master Flex was talking about, was like Sugar J, all of them was like, damn, what's popping tonight? He said, what's popping tonight? We was like, damn, that's just some St. Louis shit. Oh, we didn't know that. We didn't even know that. So when he said night, they was all New York. Everybody was all like, ooh, that's crazy. Night, You know what I'm saying? Like, so you saying the focal point was underlay. So when our hooks come, it's kind of get what's the focal point? Like, but when the topic was saying it in the hook.
Okay,
listen. That song was huge.
This is let me simplify it for you, Ali. All right. Okay. When you were coming up with the concepts of the Country Grammar album,
okay,
you said, okay, this George Jefferson hook will sound good.
Yeah.
We're going ahead and put that in there. EI, the softball game. What was the other song? Country Grammar. I'm gonna say a nursery rhyme. That shit probably was the best album in hip hop history to me, because it wasn't talking about no killing motherfuckers, and you weren't reaching trying to say shaking your booty and sucking dick and all. You weren't talking about none of that. And for y'all to sell that many records being that true to hip hop, it's probably the best album that ever came out of hip hop history. That's what I tell motherfuckers. So right. I can't take nothing away from those hooks, because those were ingenious hooks. But Nelly slid on that motherfucker, and that meant pretty much just as much as what you wrote. Because like if Neo wrote To the Left, that don't mean shit without Beyonce sliding on that motherfucker. Yeah,
you're right.
You see what I'm saying? That don't mean shit without Beyonce sliding on that motherfucker.
I could have said I wouldn't sound like that.
Exactly. So, but what I'm saying is, I listened to that, and I said, you know what? Them niggas dope. You said screw, put my mag down and batter up. I was like, I can't sound like them. I can't do that. It wouldn't be hip hop. I can only be influenced by these guys. I can't take nothing from them. Right. So only thing I can do is be inspired and influenced. Everybody was influenced by y'all. Right. Country Grammar was the sentence. The whole nine was that period on the end of that motherfucker. I was that period, right? Because when I listen to the album, I say, damn, I got to do what they're not doing. I can't do nothing that they are doing. I can't do that. These niggas is cold. I ain't never heard shit like this. The whole hood bumping this shit. But in the hood, niggas was like, why the fuck is Nelly talking like that? What's wrong with this nigga? He was in interviews talking like somebody else. He was in interviews. He was like, if I can give an impression of how the nigga was talking, he was you know, and people was like, what the fuck? And you know what I'm talking about. You was there, so you know.
Nah, we was, now to add on, y'all was at home feeling the same way, but only thing different, we was there just like fucking with him about it. Like, damn, like, because Cooler had him talking like that. So we also felt like, why are y'all doing, y'all almost looking at y'all like, why are y'all saying her? We don't say her. We never say that.
Well, that's why what I'm trying to tell you is I'm going to get to a point. I'm saying when we saw Nelly talking like that, Ali, we was like doing it. I said, you know what, man? When we came out with the whole night, Chaos was on the radio, so we already kind of had a cheating position. Right. So, you know, I had to come up with a concept. We couldn't just throw these songs on the radio. This shit had to have you know, you a writer. So you know, dog, you got to have a concept. Right. So I was in my mama's basement, broke as a motherfucker. I said, I got to come up with a concept. And I can't do what they doing. This nigga Nelly sounded like goddamn some nigga from Texas, some motherfucking word. I'm finna let these niggas know how we do this shit out here. I wasn't talking about y'all, but I'm like, I got to let Nelly know how we do this out here. This is how we really talk. He's saying her a little bit on the album. He's saying there a little bit. He said dirty and batter up hood. But now I'm finna go, man, I'm finna go in. I'm finna let niggas know on this album, this how them niggas know this how we do it out here. And the title track gonna be called Out Here. This how we talk out here, nigga. But it was a shot at y'all. I'm just being honest.
Okay.
So but that's where the hooks came from. That's why I made everybody in the club. That's why I made Come Here Dirty, Let Me Holler at You. That's why I made From My Block to Your Block. That's why I created those concepts.
If we're having a natural conversation, right? Me and you have a natural conversation. Shit, I was where was you at? Shit, we was over there. I wouldn't even trip on them niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? They came through. I ain't even really care and shit, right?
Right.
I said, that's how we talk. Like, shit, we was over there. You know what I'm saying? It ain't even. I've never heard anybody say, shit, we was over there. Never.
You never heard nobody say that from St. Louis?
No. If a real St. Louis talk, it ain't even a T. It's a D.
I don't know what you mean. I'm like, in the hood, I'm from the north side, we be like, over here, over there.
There. Right. You ain't say there, you said there.
You right, over there.
And even a T,
right.
Ain't that bitch. So that was,
you right.
We get to technical, it's a D. And it's just natural. We just say like, so it's so many things that we say.
Right. Now, you right about that.
So it's like saying, so on like thick girl, you can be a lady or a bitch girl. That wasn't St. Louis. To everybody in New York, it was, damn, that was St. Louis. To us, it's just regular because we didn't emphasize it like that. We just said it how we talk. How we talk, right? So you can let that bitch girl. You think, looking like a lollipop waiting for the hit girl. You think that's in the hood. That's the hood.
Right. So my thing is this. When I heard y'all shit, I dissected, I analyzed it, and I had to capitalize on what y'all wasn't doing.
And I know you just said right there, when I heard y'all shit, you didn't say her. You didn't say
when I heard y'all shit.
No, you said when I heard y'all shit. We just talking when we just talking that her when I heard. If we were saying the singing for a hook, we gonna sell it way. We still was selling the St. Louis. We were just doing it natural.
Selling St. Louis, but I took it a step further, bro. That's all I'm saying.
By putting more emphasis.
I ain't put more emphasis on it. I just made sure.
We don't say there. We say there.
Listen, man. These repetitions heard their hooks that you heard after the Country Grammar album. You didn't hear none on the Country Grammar album. Repetitions heard their hooks. You didn't hear none of them on country. Repetitions over and over. Come here, dirty, let me holler at you. Come here, dirty, let me holler at you. Come here, dirty, let me holler at you. Let me holler at you, dirty, let me holler at you. everybody in the club up. Like we letting the listener know this is saying we doing this out here. We do.
But we saying you could be a lady or a bitch girl. You think
girl.
That Nelly there every night.
Yeah, but like I said, that wasn't the focal point of the hook. Everybody, look, when you said skirt, I put my Mac. I'm gonna give you a prime example. When you said skirt, I put my Mac down. Nelly said in the hook, my dirty is I turn it back. He the first nigga to say dirty in the hook. Let me holler at you when the first song that said dirty in no hook. Right. Nelly the first nigga that said dirty in the hook. But I said, no. Even though y'all sold 10 million, y'all ain't have to say fish don't fry in the kitchen. You could have took the spirit from what you said and the dirty from what Nelly said and said, fuck that hook. And say, spirit, come here, dirty. Let me holler at you. Let me holler at you, dirty. Let me holler over and over again. And you see how that song did. Yeah. You see how that motherfucking song is an anthem.
So I'm saying it's not about technically what you said. You was the first to say it in the hook.
No, I'm not the first to say it.
Okay, that's what
I'm the first to, listen what I said.
Yeah.
I'm the first to take the way St. Louis talk,
put
it in a hook,
you did too,
and make it the focal point of the hook.
Okay, so
listen, that concept was dynamic. That's what made the whole 9 album pop. On that and another thing, Chaos. When he went to the DJs, he said, make our songs this many BPMs.
Right. For like this.
Because he knew he was a
dance.
DJ.
Yeah.
He was a DJ, so he knew.
Yeah.
Now, without that, we don't have these songs.
Right.
Because that nigga's a DJ. He knew what the tempo people wanted to dance to. That's why when people do the Nina Pop to Nina Pop and it still come on today, they act like it just came out. They don't act like other songs just came out. Because that BPM is the way you can do that dance off of that song better than any other song. You see what I'm saying? Because what y'all didn't know when you made Breathe In, Breathe Out, what Chinky didn't know when he made right there, Chaos said we want the BPMs to be a certain motherfucking, at a certain level before we even write a verse.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
I agree.
That's why Everybody in the Club was the first song for St. Louis people started doing a Nina Pop off of. That was the first song from St. Louis. The first song was Lil O back in the 50s.
Man, that was the first song.
Second song was Project Pat, Chicken Head.
Correct.
The third song was Everybody in the Club up the whole 9.
Right.
We all at the monastery. We watched the dance get created by some gay dudes.
Right.
That's why you never saw the whole 9 do the dance.
Right.
Because we knew.
Okay,
so when we was watching Chingy and Murphy Lee do, we was like, look at these niggas.
So hold on.
Because they was doing the dance, but they never knew how it got created by the gay dudes. So we was kind of laughing, like they don't even know what they doing. That dance got created by the gay dudes.
If we cut out the gay dudes, we can't wear Levi's. We can't wear.
No disrespect to gay dudes now.
We can't do shit if we can't do. We used to do the fag pop when we was kids.
Yeah, when we was kids, but when we grow up, you saw a grown man doing the fag pop.
Right now, I'm saying, but okay, so I'm saying this. So we won't get you won't. Okay, that wasn't the focal point on EI. It wasn't this. It wasn't on Country Grammar. So will you give us? Let me in. There you go.
I like the way you touch your knees, touch your elbows. Boom, let me in.
Let me in.
There you go.
So you won't give us There You Go?
Let me in. Now that was a Lunatics song, right?
Right.
I'll give y'all that one.
Okay, so we did.
I'll give y'all that one.
So we did the first.
I'll give y'all that one.
Yeah, and then Wolf used to be like, girl, he put in work. Hit it all night. He rocked my world. Came out this girl.
But look, you know why I won't give you that one for the same. I take that back. You know why?
Why?
You know why?
Why?
For the same reason. Y'all go Google. It just came in my head. The game guy said, nope, you can't give him that neither. I'm trying to give you one. Right. I'm trying, but I gotta take that back. Okay. Go back and listen to that song. I got a Bluetooth speaker right here. He don't say there you go. He said, there you go.
He said,
no,
he said,
don't.
Let me in.
There you go. No, he don't. I love that song. No, he don't. Because it never gave me an idea to do it off of that song. That ain't one of the Lunatics songs that gave me the idea. He said, there you go. I'll say it right goddamn now. See, and you did that to me. This is what you did to me. Let me go play. I can play it. I had this ready just in case. I got another Bluetooth speaker. Yeah. Well, yeah. And I tried to give it to you, dog. Damn, I tried to give it to you. Because I didn't get I want to get one to you. Damn. I got Apple Music right here, goddamn.
And I'm just saying
It's a great conversation.
But
even if it is, look, even if it is, that ain't what gave me the idea. I got the idea off of them talking like us.
Hold on, I'm saying
in them interviews.
If that right there, if you give us that, we did it first.
look, I'm finna play it. We finna play it right here on live. You the one said the way you say there. If you don't say it like the double R way, you know what I'm saying? He didn't even say that.
No, I'm saying we don't have to say. If we're talking how St. Louis people talk, nobody says, where y'all finna go? Over there.
Yes, we do. In my hood, they do.
People St. Louis don't talk like
you tripping.
Like we don't say we just say everybody. We just say everybody.
St. Louis on her.
We just say everybody.
They say it's gonna shut the live. If you play, it's gonna shut the live down if I play it. Okay, it will.
Okay. It's like
Google that motherfucker.
I'm saying is that
go play
the way
y'all play it on Apple Music and come and tell us what y'all heard. How do Nelly say there on that song?
So what I'm saying is that just in our regular conversation, when they go back and listen to us have this conversation, watch this live, when we just go naturally talking, we're saying, girl, that's people outside of St. Louis, that was St. Louis talk. They don't say girl like that. How we say girl. They don't say gal, like gal. So when we saying gal or something like that, that's St. Louis. We saying,
we don't even say girl. So
we do say girl. We do say girl.
You messing your own self up.
I'm telling you,
St. Louis hood niggas say gal.
We say breezy, all kind of shit. We ain't limited to one way we say.
But we weren't saying breezy. The old school hood St. Louis nigga from that time didn't say no damn breezy. We said that's my gal, dog.
I know that's my gal. That's my bae. That's my boy. All the, you're saying all them. Y'all wasn't nobody saying ma. That was a New York thing.
Right. But gal is St. Louis.
Sure, come here, mom. What is it? Come here, dirty.
For dirty.
Yeah, we emphasize that first.
Because you said it, but it wasn't on no hook.
Okay,
I'm telling you how I got the idea to make the song. If no Lunatics, no whole nine. Without you saying skirt, there would be no let me. I'll let you. I'll leave. Look, I'm gonna tell you something else you didn't know. I'm gonna tell you something else you didn't know. Without you, it wouldn't be no Nina Pop. You was
because
the reason.
They had a bit.
One reason we made Nina Pop because of you.
Right, the breathe in, breathe out, and y'all put the correct name to it.
No, because look, everybody was doing it. We was mad at your ass because everybody was doing the dance to Everybody in the Club Up. Everybody in the Club Up was a Monastery song. The Monastery was the top club in St. Louis. Yeah. When you say the Monastery, everybody know the Monastery. You might as well say the whole nine because Chaos was the premier DJ there, and he was the most popular DJ in St. Louis. Right. He was the gateway. He was getting niggas deals by breaking their records and shit. He was doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? He's the reason a lot of these records are fucking hit records back then. People didn't know, but Chaos was forced in St. Louis back then, and he was the DJ of the Monastery. If he would have quit the Monastery would have been empty as a motherfucker. Right. If he would have stopped working there and said, I quit, I don't want to do this shit no more, Monastery would have been over with. He was the nigga, he was that nigga, and the Monastery was the premier club. Everybody knew that. So when you said, do the Monastery gonna let, we like, what? And he gonna make a song for the dance? You was the first nigga to make a song for that dance. Right. You was the first nigga to make a song for that dance. Right. But when we heard it, we like, what the fuck do he got to do with it? You know what I'm saying? Like, how this nigga, what? And then we were signed with MCA at the time. Right. And y'all was signed with Universal. So A&R came up and was like, man, Ali got this song, man. He got this song called Breathe In, Breathe Out. He's trying to add it to the Heavy Starch album. And, it's already done, but they trying to strip the album and put that song on there. That shit's going to cost all kinds of money. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think they're going to do it. But y'all niggas need to shoot a video. Chaos never wanted to talk to the A&R. He didn't like talking to the A&R. I talked to the A&R every day. We got up and did calling DJs trying to get them to support our records the whole at 7 o'clock in the morning every day. Chaos never wanted to get on the calls with us because he like, I want to talk to that nigga. I want to talk to his boss. I don't want to talk to no motherfucking A&R. You know what I'm saying? So dude came to me and was like, Kemo, you need to shoot a video. I don't know why Chaos won't get on the phone, but you need to get him on the phone before I talk to the video department so we can talk about the treatment. I said, I clicked over and called Chaos because usually when I call that nigga, called Chaos, he don't want to talk to the A&R. He don't want to talk to the nigga. Right. You know what I'm saying? But this time I called him, I said, Chaos, I got the A&R on there. I don't want to talk to that nigga. I say, nigga, look, he about to shoot us a fucking video. Fuck you talking about? You don't want to talk to him now? You like, click the nigga in. So we clicked the nigga in, and he like, let's do a treatment for this video, man. We were trying to hurry up and do the video before your shit blew up. You know what I'm saying? So we get on the motherfucking phone, and we say, man, I say, man, let's start off on Sherry on my block. That's why you go to everybody in the club up video. We on Sherry. That's my block. You know what I'm saying? Then we go to Club Shells. Then we go to the east side. That's what we do. I said, that's what we do. Fuck it. Let's keep it simple. Let's keep it straight St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? So goddamn, when you see another video, it's another video with that same treatment after that. What video is that?
I mean,
what video is that? They start off on the block, then they in the club.
That's country grammar.
That ain't country grammar.
That is.
That was I was gonna say right there. I was gonna say right there. But with the Club Shells,
when we talk about shit like that, come on now.
The same nigga shot the video, Jesse Torero.
That's not fair. We start talking about videos. Everybody was doing videos like us. Come on now.
Jesse Torero shot the video.
Everybody was dressing. Everybody was dressing like us. Everybody was doing videos like us. Everybody was.
Time.
So I can't. Once we start veering too far off, then everybody gonna start adding little parts like because like right now they're saying Nikki, the girl Nikki, that record right there. What was the hook?
That was JMC and Ronan.
What was the hook?
I said, nah, Nikki, bounce it, shake it, woo. I said Nikki. That's how he just said going down. I said that. And you know what? You just pulled my coat or something. Y'all was the first motherfuckers that started off on the block and was at the club, though. You know what I'm saying? You got me right there. Boom.
I'm saying that then we did every video we did. Then we did the porch. Then we did the porch. Then it was the porch. The porch. We shot on the porch with Midwest Swing. You know what I'm saying? We did it in front of the things, and it was just. I mean, we all at some point got to use the same shit. I don't want to lose the focus of right. Like I don't want to lose the focus of the main shit. Like this is not for people out of town that's watching. Mm-hmm. This is a verifiable conversation because if you're from out of town and if somebody say, yo, the two fire song, my favorite song or my favorite two songs is Nina Pop or In the Club Up, I ain't gonna argue. Ain't nobody finna argue. Like, okay, so this shit was banging. So this is a verified. This Kemo from the whole nine. Like he got a reason to be talking about this because he got jams. Turn the club down, jam. I'm just speaking about the first to do it. Now I point out when we did it, like let me in. There you go. And all I'm saying. Hold on. All I'm saying is that we just talked. When everybody go back and listen to this interview, just randomly as we just talk, when we get into a real conversation, we just talking, we just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like he's over there, shit, you can't even say shit, I don't care, shit, I need a haircut, you know what I'm saying? We don't when it's just natural, it's just like there.
So let me ask you this. What happened if everything you saying is right? Country grammar. We got EI, underlay, mama, yeah, we got If You Want to Take a Ride With Me, we got Slow It Down Now, Baby. We got Batter Up. 4 intricate hooks that sold the album to Diamond. These whole 9 niggas come out. Come Here Dirty, Let Me Holler at You. My Block's Your Block. All these hits we had ain't had no 3 hits. The whole album was full of hits, right?
But I'm saying that y'all didn't come out. Look, we dropped 2 albums before y'all came out.
I was just going to say, Free City. Yeah. Free City came out, right? Let me in now. There go is There Go. Y'all go and Google that. He didn't say There Go. Now look, what's that? 30 songs y'all had that y'all came out with? We come out. Nelly Hill. What's the first thing?
How to hear?
What happened?
He still said the same.
Listen, hold on. what happened between 30 songs,
right.
and you come out with this next album, your first thing will be, the first thing you say is, it's so hot and hot. Oh!
Okay, so
after these niggas come out and blaze the city, blaze the region with the
hold on. Okay, let me answer that. Let me answer.
Between what? No, I'm just asking. Let me answer.
What
happens between 32 albums of 30 songs?
Right.
He's holding, because it wasn't no Snitch Kingy, it wasn't no Jaquan, it wasn't nobody else. This is what people got to understand.
Right.
There was nobody else popping in St. Louis except for Nelly and y'all, right, and the whole nine back at home while y'all on the road. We turned it up with this region. Y'all knew that shit. Right. We was turning it the fuck up. Okay. St. Louis, y'all know, stand up. St. Louis had this we had this motherfucker, boy, and we had women and the men. We had the women and the men equally fucking with us. The streets and the hardcore street killer motherfuckers and the bitch and the women. Equally, the hardcore gangster killer
you don't sell 10 million
and the white people.
Everybody.
And the white people.
You don't sell 10 million without everybody fucking.
True time. But I'm saying we was next up, and everybody knew it. It wasn't no question. It wasn't no quitting. It was scary. Saying what? That shit was scary the way it was. I ain't saying it's scared, y'all. I'm saying the level of loyalty that these motherfuckers had for us was some scary shit. That's all I'm saying.
It wasn't like the
man,
Ticks.
Come on, man. It wasn't no regular shit. There wasn't no regular shit.
It wasn't like the Ticks, though.
Yes, it was. Right. It was killing the Ticks. But I'm talking about, give me what you got.
Yeah.
You talking about back?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Right.
Come on. St. Louis, y'all, listen. Y'all, this brother said that the whole nine was not hotter than Nelly and the St. Louis Ticks on the underground in St. Louis or our region. You gotta be out of your rabbit ass. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be out of your mind, dog. Come on, you gotta give me that, Ali. We had
to give what you got. Give what you got when it dropped and ran for all that time on the radio. It was the first song in rotation. Am I correct? Local song in rotation without no DJ on the squad, right?
I guess I was in Atlanta. I was living in Atlanta during that time, but
so you wouldn't even know. You didn't even see the effects of it then. How you gonna compare if you ain't see the effects of it?
Because, man, y'all didn't sell 100,000 independent records. That's why.
We could easily.
Y'all sold like 4,000 independent records, bro. Yeah. I mean, that's
so.
Y'all didn't sell 100,000 independent units, bro.
Hold on. I'm not arguing about the independent. What I'm saying is that at the end of the year, the song was the hottest song in that year. At Magic 108, when they do the hot, no, we number one local. Y'all never did that. Y'all never was number one local.
We never was number one locally.
Y'all was at the end of the year. Remember how to go all around the end of the year in January, right before January 1st, DJ cutting them play, or somebody gonna play the from 100 to number one, the number hottest song of the year in St. Louis. It was the Lunatics. Right? Right?
If you telling the truth, if you telling the truth, then right now, why everything you bring up, I'm gonna turn it back around. Why right now, when they do the hottest 50 songs in St. Louis history, it's always Country Grammar and then Nina Pop or some shit. It's always Nelly and then Nina Pop. Why this year, the 50th hip hop anniversary? 50. We was only known on the underground. We had a deal, but we never came out. You know what I'm saying? On MCA, the shit was the fucked up deal.
It's solely because
did they say Nina Pop and everybody in the club was one of the biggest moments in history of hip hop here in this region. Why did that come? That same reason come out this year.
The same reason why if you pick songs that had a powerful impact, they might not mention Hip Hop Parade like they would mention Ether or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Hip Hop Parade had it was a big thing. It was in that moment, in that time, if the level of streams on a meter reached 10, right? And the level of meter for y'all reached 9 for 10 years, y'all still never reached 10. Y'all reached 9, and we dropped down to 6. See, if we dropped down to 6, and our level meter for that song only reached 6, it never got no higher than that. But when it was out, it reached 10.
Did you want to get?
I'm just saying, our meter of local hotness, if it reached, that's what I'm explaining to you when you asking the question, why isn't it mentioned? And I'm saying, in that moment in time, being the first breakout local that sound like it was pro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That it had the whole city backing, the whole entire city, right? The whole entire city. This now, Mono had it crazy, but if you didn't go to the monastery, if you from Chesterfield, you white boy from Valley Park, or you white boy from Wildwood, you might not even know that song, right?
What? No, that's not true.
Back when that was out, if you was the
everything. Listen, man, I was riding through Chesterfield. This is crazy. It's like this is epic. I'm riding through Chesterfield back then. Some white motherfuckers pulled up next to me and was like, "You're Kemo from the whole 9." I said, "Yeah." They said, "Can you please follow us? I swear to God, can you follow this back then? Can you follow us?" I said, "Follow y'all where? Please, I swear to God, if you follow us, I appreciate it." I followed these motherfuckers to this office building in Chesterfield. Right. They took me up to the 15th floor. When we got up to the top of the motherfucker, it was a whole office full of white motherfuckers at cubicle, and they sold burglar alarm systems and said, "We see him come here dirty, let me holler at you every morning to hype us up before we go out and do sales." Right. No, that's a lie. Right. White people love the fuck out of the whole 9. I'm telling you, bro, I can tell you a lot of white people.
No, you missed my point. You missed my point. You missed my point. So I don't want to just stay on that point. You missed my point on that. It was, you asked the question, and I was trying to address that question. Why is it saying country grammar then like the whole 9 or something like that? I'm saying because at that point in time, that song might be a better song in retrospect to Give Me What You Got. But Give Me What You Got is set the precedent for that song.
Right.
I'm saying
none of this shit happens without Nelly. None of this shit happens without Ali. None of this shit happens. Right. None of it. So and according to you, none of it happens. And I feel you. None of it happens without Silk Smooth. You see what I'm saying? None of it happens without Suave Trey. Because they gave you the game to put the licks to how he did with Crew from the Loop. Yeah. It gave you the game to put the tits together. You know what I'm saying? So that was some real ass shit, dog. Let's Silk Smooth, man. Shout out to Floyd. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is
JCD Dog Power.
JCD, the Dog Power, Kool-Aid, and them, yeah. Kool-Aid was our DJ. Kool-Aid DJ, it was the whole DJ.
Black Pearl
Mafia, yeah.
Gotta give everybody. You know
Early D, One Man Stand.
We're forgetting a lot of people.
One Man Stand, Early D, Just Black. You know what I'm saying? Just Bleezy. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Bishop Peace. Shout out to my brother for the job.
The All Stars. You know what I'm saying?
So hold on. So I'm saying that if we on topic,
yeah,
I think we missing the point of Give Me What You Got. The importance of the record in itself. The way and Bulletproof. Shout out to Bulletproof.
Bulletproof.
You know what I'm saying? The importance of the record. You know what I'm saying? The importance of the record. But if we stand on topic, I don't want to argue anything that I might feel that minimizes anything that goes to the whole 9's music. I would just want to address I give you 3 or 4 points and say, okay, we said it in this hook, we said in that hook, that's in that hook. You just won't give us any of those hooks. You're like, nah. And I'm saying to people, that's not how we talk on a daily basis. We just don't say, where y'all going over there? We don't talk like that. That's the thing you said about Nelly. Nelly's like, roar, roar, roar. I like, we don't talk like that.
Well, how do we talk?
I mean,
what you mean? I don't understand what you mean by that, though.
Talk like this, you know what I'm saying? Shit, it was hell when we was over there and shit, you know what I'm saying? We was chilling shit. I ain't really care those shit, you know what I'm saying? We just saying, like, I don't really care. We always say, I don't really care. We got a town in front of some chicks. We might try to stretch it and make it extra and all that, but we really just talk like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, over there. Shit. Yeah.
I mean, that's tomato. Because if you're calm in a calm mood, you're gonna say, yeah, over there, over here. But if you amp, you're gonna be like, everybody was over there, bro. I swear to God, motherfucking body. Everybody in this motherfucker lay down.
Like I said, just our Petey Wax, shut up. This our natural, not hype, just our natural way we talk. Our natural way we talk, it's just like that. And that's how we did it.
I mean,
we talk just how St. Louis naturally talk. I ain't talking about when we hype. No, we can do how we naturally talk is what we put in the hook.
Right.
Because we was there. We was out of town. We knew we was just talking regular. Like, yo, you're saying shit. We don't really care. People like, damn, steady. They really picking up on like how I picked up on the school. Like, damn. You say cur.
So you basically making me understand by you being the writer why you didn't see that much importance in making making her and there the focal point of your hooks like that.
Because I knew
you didn't look at it like that.
No, because I looked at it like they outside of St. Louis, it's already sounding like that.
Yeah, but you didn't see the value in that shit like that.
I seen the value in it.
Listen,
look,
but I'm saying you not that type of value. That shit had the value of just repetitionally putting that shit in a hook and selling millions and millions of records off of just doing that. And I knew it. I knew it.
Country Grammar.
Okay.
It was all about
understandable.
The album was about the importance of how we talk.
But
it was so important that we named the album the importance of how we talk.
Okay. Now let me throw that one right back at you. That's another reason why I said fuck that, and I had to put them songs in it and make them songs that way, because the name of the album, Country Grammar, pissed St. Louis off.
Sure did.
Because St. Louis niggas don't call they self country. The whole St. Louis was like, what the fuck is these niggas talking about?
They was pissed. See? And then they later on
which
adapted.
Gives me another point from why I said no, country grammar, nigga, we call niggas country. We be like, nigga, get your country ass on some motherfucking way. And I still say that right now.
That's based off how you dress. When we talk about
country, just a nigga, period. I be telling my son, get your little country ass on. So that's some St. Louis shit. Just like her and there, we call niggas country all the time.
So you ain't a country. You ain't a country nigga.
No, we ain't never claim country. You know what we claim in St. Louis? We claim the West Coast type shit. Yeah. We never claim nothing down south, no country shit. We never even claim. We claim like West Coast shit. We wear Dickies and Chucks and shit like that, and claim gangs, Bloods and Crips and shit. We ain't like the Macon, Georgia, or Atlanta Crips where they be like, we country, shout it, like we country ass niggas. No, we call them niggas country.
But I'm saying, but New York call us country.
But we didn't.
But we didn't call us country.
Yeah, but we never accepted
it. No, I'm saying, but it's different. I accepted it. That's why.
Yeah, you accepted it.
It's like, damn, we are country. If Missouri is not country, what's country then?
I don't know, but we never claimed to be.
If Missouri, I know that. I know that. I didn't come in to. I came in to show us, like, yo, this is how they view us. Now, if we roll with how they view us, we out of here. If we say there, her, there. Now, y'all all was smart enough. You definitely smart enough to say, okay, I see. Then you peep like they should be emphasizing that more.
Yeah. That's all I'm saying.
Based off
and then when I did
foundation, based off of me saying, screw you that better.
Yeah.
I ain't do it first.
You did it first, but you didn't do what I did. You didn't. I said, you're right. I said they need to be emphasizing that more. So, I'm going to do it. So let me tell you this.
The discussion wasn't who emphasized it first. The discussion who did it first.
That ain't that. No, I'm gonna say it again at the beginning.
That's what you said.
No, I said I'm the first person to put the way we talk in a hook and make that the focal point of the hook. Niggas started doing it after me.
I'm saying is that so we didn't. So
look,
we went.
Y'all don't have a hook. Before the whole night, you don't have a hook like it's getting hot in here. So take off all your clothes.
Listen,
I am getting so hot. You don't have a hook like that before the whole night. Hold on.
We don't have that.
Listen.
We don't have that. We don't have that.
No, listen.
Listen what I'm saying.
Before the whole nine.
Hold on. We don't have. It's not. It's getting hot in her. It's not that. Go play it.
So hot in her. He said that in the beginning.
In the beginning. Okay, pause. In the beginning on Country Grammar, he said on Green Day Envy, he said, I'm gonna say right up in her on the street spot, right up in her. So if he started it off like that, but the hook still didn't say hot in her. It was
so
you
saying that's not what y'all was trying to do with that song.
Listen, who wrote the hook?
I don't know.
For real wrote the hook. So that's why Nelly said it's getting hot in here. So it wasn't her.
I'm finna get you, Ali. I'm finna get you.
That if you're going to say how he started, if you're going to say how he started off that song, why don't you say how he started off Greed, Hate, Envy?
Okay. Now look. Okay. Same album, Nellyville. What about this? Explain this. Can we leave her?
That's not that album. I wrote that song. That song. But I'm saying is that's on Sweatsuit. That's on Sweatsuit. But I'm saying is that
regardless, that's after the whole nine. That's after the whole nine. Look,
but you
explain this one.
Let me in now. There it go.
Listen. Every time the beat go. Right.
Okay. Now
all of that is after the whole nine.
So that's you talking about the hook, right?
Yes.
Okay.
That's all I'm talking about.
Now, whole nine got.
And you keep using let me in now, but he didn't say there it go. And you the one that said that was important by pointing out one of my songs where I didn't say there. I said there. You're right.
Now hold on. I'm saying that we're pointing out the fact that we're the Ticks, and we're having to defend our country grammar. So we're saying, you're saying, because we said there go in this song, or every time the beat go, right, in this song. But when he said it, every time, Nelly there, every night, you don't accept that one.
You know why? Let me tell you why.
Who makes it the focal point?
Listen, this is why. Let me get y'all listen. You guys listen. This is why I won't give it to you. Because when you thought of making those hooks, bro, when you thought of making those hooks, you thought of making another kind of hook. You thought of, hey man, let me go get George Jefferson. Hey dog, let me go get some shit from a baseball team. Hey dog, let me go get a nursery rhyme. I didn't do none of that. I just said, fuck all that. The hook need to, listen, if EI was my song, it would be like, night, Nelly there, night. Fuck the EI shit. And that, and to me, that was going to sell millions of records. And I proved that was a possibility, and I proved that with the whole Nine album. That's why niggers started doing it, and they sold records doing it. That's why Chingy came out with Right There. I like it when you do that right there, and he sold millions of records.
The reason why Chingy did it. The reason why Jaquan did it, the reason why Chingy did it, the reason why Jaquan did it, the reason why you did it is because we did it. Period.
Listen, it's a difference between, you're right, but it's a difference between being influenced by a nigga than a nigga doing exactly what the fuck you do. Right. I was influenced by y'all. The rest of the songs that came out after that was fathered by me. That's what I'm trying to tell you. It's a difference between being influenced by a nigga and saying, I'm going to take what you do. This is hip hop. I'm going to take what this nigga doing and I'm going to be influenced by it and create something different. Another nigga listen to that and be like, I'm doing what he did. That's not being influenced. That's biting. That we got a word for that. That's biting. You know what I'm talking about?
How do you think I felt when I heard skirt? Come here, Dirty. Let me holler at you. And I just said, skirt. I put my mag down. She threw a curve on. She old me and smoked that herb, y'all. Right. Like, how you think I felt?
You're right.
How you think I felt?
I don't know. But I'm saying if a nigga took something you said in a hook and took another in a verse and took a word from another nigga in a hook that both of us say, all of St. Louis say, put it together, make a hook out of that, and say, look, man, this is what I'm trying to show you what you should have did. That was my thing. Or what you can, but you went diamond though, so that's why I be telling them. I can't let me tell you this. You're right. You're right, bro. I apologize for saying that because you went diamond. I was telling you what I'm gonna do. That's not that where I can't be biting off of y'all.
Okay,
I'm gonna take what y'all did and create something that's going to be very, very marketable out of listening to y'all, and it's not going to be what y'all was doing. So then you come back and say that is what we was doing. Nah, that ain't what y'all was doing, bro. That's not what y'all was doing.
Hold on. When we talk about me, I start going here. You know I'm gonna go with it, Kemo. You know where I'm gonna go with it. I start saying, wait a minute, them songs is 8-bar hooks, 16-bar verses. Them is oddly structured records. Them records wasn't structured like that before. Give me what you got. That's the importance of that record. That record made everybody's structure. Rhymes got different. I remember it. I was there. I know what I did. So I played quiet for forever. But damn, I can't get like, you know what I'm saying? Like on my way to the show, shirt polo, Gore-Tex Figaro, James Hill Figaro, Star Stuff, Starch.
That shit was on. That shit was on.
It was St. Louis, you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that when we get talking about that, I got to step back. Murph got to step back. Keywan, everybody got to step back. But I'm going to say, hold on now, y'all all doing me now. Wait a minute now. On just the, hold on. Not how you sound. We don't sound the same. Not how your flow. We ain't flow that. But just the structure of a song, that's me. For my city, that's me. And I did it on purpose. Like, if you didn't follow it, I'm mad at you. Like, damn, bro, you ain't follow the structure. Like, this is the structure of a record that'll get you out of here.
Yeah.
Be tough. Give me that. Give me that. So that's what I mean about giving what you got. That's why it's so important. Every song can get bigger than that, and I'm smiling at all my shit, everything that gets bigger. I'm not looking at like I'm like, thank you. If everybody wouldn't have followed the structure, I'd have been like, damn, I'd have been upset. Yeah, I'm not here. I want to go. I want to let you finish. Let me mention one thing real quick. I'm sorry. One thing is that shout out to Phil SS and Daily Deuce and Good Is Gone when they did because they said dirty back in Creeping Through the Fall. They said dirty in the song.
They said dirty all over that album.
Yeah, they said dirty. Not over that shit. So shout out to him on that.
Icy Bone said dirty all over that motherfucker.
Yeah, he down here in Atlanta. I'll be talking to him shit. So I want to shout him out. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to forget nobody because everybody played a part in what I was thinking. When you did something right, I looked at that as a plus. When you did something wrong, I looked at it as a plus. Okay, I can't do that because it's this, it's that, it's this, it's that, because that's gonna happen. I seen what was looking at. So I'm saying is that. Listen, y'all. I'm talking to them for a second. I'm not talking to Kemo.
Right.
He's a smart man, y'all. He's a smart man, y'all. I'm gonna say why he's smart. He did what he's supposed to do. He's saying like, damn, like that they ain't even that I be running with it. Fuck them niggas. These niggas in the hood, these other niggas, they not y'all trying to get rap like nah. I'm taking some influence from them. I know what to take from them. The influence go straight to herb. You know what I'm saying? The herb just stretch it. Nah, he's a smart man. He's a smart for even everything he do is smart. This right here. He promoted it. Boys did. He don't really care about the win, lose, or draw.
Right.
He deserves to be mentioned. He takes advantage as he should though. I'm not mad. And there's no but behind it. I'm not gonna say it's some after it. I'm just saying this is what it was supposed to be done.
Yeah,
I'm just saying he did it and he just emphasized it more. Like I didn't feel like the need like this. Honestly, y'all, I can't argue it because I wrote Country Grammar because I had a whole song that the first song, if Kemo would have said the hook, it would have been some of y'all been trying to write rhymes for years and we got theirs. It would save my ears. Am I right? I don't really see it like that often. I'm gonna say, that would have been the emphasis. I don't really say it that often. Cardinal Red College. I don't really that hard. You know what I'm saying? I'm more East Coasty. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like so, that's why Country Grammar didn't have as much of it because I wrote it and I stayed away from it. I knew what to say, and then what's unfair to you and other people is y'all didn't get a chance to really see the reaction to for show. See, the us for sure ain't no St. Louis shit like that. We'll take like um you know, dirty and her but for sure was popping was see, we don't claim that kind of shit. That's ours. The city before we nearly said what's popping tonight. New York wasn't saying it, and now New York saying what's popping, kid, what's popping. That come from that little part right there on EI that was crucial. So we got a bunch of shit that we understood that we were saying like girl and how we say girl just naturally to the world. Y'all didn't see it, so we knew that. We ain't got to emphasize it because how we just talk, how we say just regular shit. It's St. Louis shit that you saying right now that you not even contributing off to the St. Louis shit. It's St. Louis shit. It's shit like like I say, for sure. Something similar. That's why it was called. That's why Cuda named it For Real.
Right.
That's why he named it because it was called Up Above at first. When he got with us, he changed to For Sure because he changed to For Real because we used to be like for sure. They used to be tripping off shit we was saying, and we was like, y'all tripping off that? What your shit? What's popping?
Right.
Damn, they like that's hard. What's popping? And when Sugar J was popping, kid. So we was more focused on a whole bunch of other words, a whole bunch of other shit that we said that St. Louis shit. I was focused on. I remember when niggas didn't know that Oviana was only in St. Louis. I remember that. When niggas didn't know Vest was all over. I had a whole bunch of shit to let niggas know. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I think that you were smart enough to take influence that little part and say, I'm going to emphasize that shit. And I say, that's shit crazy.
And it worked. And I
worked.
knew it was going to work. I knew it. I'm like, see, I knew it because y'all wasn't doing it. Not y'all, Nelly wasn't doing it. Like in his interviews. I got the idea. I ain't getting it. It was just how he was talking that made me mad. Yeah. I'm telling you. It was like he was talking like a St. Louis nigga, man.
Nah, but I'm gonna give him a break. But man, you talked about it. Let me tell you, explain to people real quick. When May say, Cuda, school me to my game, now I know my duty. One of the biggest things that Cuda schooled Mace to was Cuda told Mace, yo, B, the girls like when you talk slow. So Mace started talking slow, like real slow. Like if y'all watch Mace now with camera, he talks slow, but he don't talk as slow. Like and he told him the girl like the dimple. So Mace stayed, you know what I'm saying? Just stayed trying to put the dimple out there. When we got with Cuda, he told Nelly, yo, B, girls like that country talk. And so he tried to get Nelly to go further in the country talk. And then Mo just was kind of having
that's why he did it.
He was going too far with it. And we used to be driving him back there. Off at home, like driving him, but we was in his face like, boy, I'm talking, he want to say something, we'd be like, he'd be like, fuck you, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because he was trying to figure it out. So I ain't gonna just throw him all the way under the bus, but that was some.
It was like some PR shit.
Right. It was Cuda. Cuda was New York, you know what I'm saying?
Management shit.
Nah, it was just Cuda. He was a label shit. He put Biggie on the Coogis.
Yeah, I know Cuda is.
He was South Carolina. He's from North Carolina. He took Biggie. His name, his original was Cuda Love. It was Country Cuda. Let's call him Country Cuda. New York called him Country Cuda. The whole Cuda was just a country name. His name was something else. His Cuda, they just called him Country Cuda because he was from down south. He was from North Carolina. They call that South. So what do you think they thought about how we talk? Hey, come here. We try to talk to new girls in New York on the street. Hey, come here. They're like, damn, come here. What you talking about? Come here. Like, what's murder? We like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so that's the kind of part of it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
which my point stands. My platform stands. My stance is, I am the first artist to emphasize and make the way we talk in St. Louis the focal point of the hood. When people saw that it worked, people saw.
I'm done. I'm done. As you said, emphasize the first time. Now say that again and take emphasize out. Now we got a discussion.
Well, make when I say make it the focal point, that's what I mean. Make the way we talk the focus of the hood.
No, the focal point is relative to each person. It's like saying Waka Flocka can't rap. That's relative. It's like if I just
No, that's
got
not. Well,
robbed,
that's subjective. That's subjective.
that's
But
relative to each person's
yeah,
view. It's the
that's
same thing.
subjective. That's
Subjective and
subjective. I
relative
know
is
what
the
you
same
mean.
thing.
Right.
It's the same thing. Relative is the same as subjective. So to each person's situation, to where if I just got my house kicked in, or I just lost my re-up money, he's saying, "Now I'm fucking my up. Now I got my re-up, ran up in the spot just to get my." I'll be like, "Ooh, them balls," and somebody else might be like, "Oh, but you like, I just went through that. That's real life balls."
Mm-hmm.
So to say what's the focal point is based off each person's what they liked. I don't know what you might have liked in EI. The focal point could have been underlay, or uh-oh. Somebody else could have been like it was just underlay. Somebody else could have been like it was uh-oh. Somebody else could have been like it was the what's popping tonight. So that's subjective.
See, look, okay, let me give you the example with Let Me Holler at You. I heard you say, "Skrrr," I put my Mac down. Dirty. Lady said, "My dirty insides." I say, "Skrrr." I say, "Oh, that's dope." That's how we used to holler at the cluckers. When the cluckers pull up on the block, we go, "Skrrr."
Yeah.
We gonna start serving the cluckers the dope. I say, if I take that "Skrrr" and say, "Come here," and I say dirty to this day, I always say dirty. Nigga, I never, to this, what's happening dirty? That everybody know that. Anybody know Kemo know he say dirty. That's all he say. You know what I'm saying? So
if it was up to me, we
I
would have
say
been
now
saying
if I take that screw, take the dirty and make a hook out of it, repeat it over and over. Come here, dirty. Let me holler at you.
how can you lose?
And by the way, they saying Sexy Red took that shit and made that Ski Eat song too. By the way. That's what they saying. But I don't give a fuck about that shit.
Northside.
If she
I'm
did,
Northside, you
if she
Northside.
did, that's hard as a motherfucker. I appreciate that if she did.
That's just Northside people shit. I'm Northside, you Northside, she
Yeah,
Northside. Raised
right.
on the NORTH
It's
side
Northside.
of this
I'm a Northside nigga. If the whole nine inspire her, I don't give a fuck. That shit hard as a motherfucker to me. I don't give a fuck. I think that's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. Because motherfuckers been calling me, you hear her saying shit? So what? I don't give a fuck. But what I'm saying is, when I did that, I said, look, when I did that, I said, man, that's gonna be a hood anthem. Because Ali them, y'all ain't talking about selling dope, killing motherfuckers, none of that shit. So if I take it and make it for the hood and talk about what's going on in the hood, I know that's gonna pop. You see what I'm saying? I knew it. I knew that. You know what I mean? And I sat down. See,
it was obvious, but you did it right. Though.
Right. And look, and Toy Boy, I tell you, I was so cold with it to where I went over his house. I said, I need a beat. I said, I need a beat. This nigga played 14 beats. I said, no, I don't like that one. 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 You know what I'm talking about. We see cats like us, nobody ever produced us. Mm-hmm. You don't have a producer. You choose a beat and you produce the song. You see what I'm saying? Right. That's different. Ain't nobody told Ali, say it this way, say it this way. You the one that tell people to say it this way, say it that way. You know what I'm saying? You the producer. You a producer and an artist. Right. You see what I'm saying? That's me. I'm a producer and an artist. So people can kind of give me little pointers and I'll take them, but for the most part, I'm 90% producing my own shit. So when we got to Let Me Holler at You, I said, stop, give me that one. He was like, that's whack. It only got 4 tracks in the beat. If you listen to the beat, it only got 4 tracks in it. I said,
can agree. I can agree because Toy Boy never like any beat we picked.
Yeah, that's it. He said, you
like, breathe in, breathe out. He made breathe in, breathe out. He ain't like that. He picked like Air Force Ones. He ain't like that. He ain't like that. He was like, man, y'all pick shitty beats.
Yeah, everybody is. But you picked them then. You picked those beats, right? Okay, see, that's a talent and a skill. That's a skill, dog. You're a genius. You're a fucking
added the instrument to it. It went boom, boom. Then we added. Now it went big boy. Big boy.
Oh,
then
okay. That's him saying that.
Then I went big boy. Big boy.
Okay.
Then it was on there. It's just running through the whole song. Like we always do that. Swing better, swing better, swing better up.
Right.
We always put an extra instrument of us on the beat. We producing the shit. We making it right there. Like we adding some extra to the shit. So no, I get what you're saying. Go ahead.
I apologize, and you know what I'm saying. I apologize for saying that though. Like y'all should have did something. Fuck no, that was a masterpiece. Probably the dopest album in the history of hip hop. And when I explain it to other people, I never say that. I don't know why the fuck I say. I'd be like, shit, they were supposed to do that. I usually say they were supposed to do that. Look what that motherfucker did. But all I did was say, I'm gonna take it. Like I say, Nelly and y'all was the sentence. I was the period. But after that period, everybody else kept trying to put another period on the end of y'all shit and another period on. And the first 3 niggas that did it, it worked with that one song they did. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But when it came for the label, it was like, okay, you gave us a hit. Give me something else. It was like,
Right.
They didn't know how to produce because they was riding that wave of taking one hook. Nigga, we had another song. Erica. What's your name, Dirty? You can call her Erica, but in the Lou, we call her Erica. Remember that? That's right. The whole 9. That's us too. Yeah. We just need to take the way we talk, make it the focal point, keep on running that back. Running it back over. No, niggas saw that and was like, I'm getting ready to do that shit too. Right. That's all I'm saying. So if you got Hot and Heard, okay, that's cool. I give you that. What about Can We Leave Her? What about Every Time the Beat Go? Every Time the Beat Go. Every Time the Beat Go. No, he was making the way we talk the focal point of the hook in those songs.
Right.
You don't have a song like Can We Leave Her? Can We Leave Her? Before the whole 9. You don't have a song like Every Time the Beat Go, Every Time the Beat Go, whoa, before the whole 9. You don't have a song like It's Getting Hot in Her before the whole 9. You don't. You simply don't.
You don't? Okay, so you're right.
Out of 2 hours.
Hold on. You're right. So what we're saying is this: we influenced you,
right?
Then you influenced us,
right? But I would take it
fair
a step
exchange.
farther.
Ain't never been no robbery.
I would take it a step further to say this: y'all influenced me to do something different from y'all.
I don't care what it was.
But then I influenced not just y'all, everybody else that came out after that to do exactly what I was doing.
Hold on.
That's the difference. Exactly what I was doing.
Everybody wasn't doing exactly the tick shit, making party jams and making. Hold on.
No, I'm talking about from a standpoint of saying I'm taking this what he's doing.
You a street dude that was making club records.
But P game. Okay. The hook is the meat of the song. That's the part that everyone remembers.
You're a street dude. You've been to jail twice. You're a street dude.
I've been to jail 500 times.
500 times. You've been locked up, seriously locked up for twice. Straight locked up, prison. You're a street dude that was doing club records.
Gucci Man, the street dude that do club records.
He started off doing club records though. He was making straight up just under hood.
Yeah.
Gucci Man performed with us one time. He came out, he wanted to do bricks, all white bricks. That had just came out. We said, nah, don't do that, they don't do that. He said, nah, we was in Atlanta. We was at we was at it's downtown, it's red, it's called Tabernacle. But Gucci Man came out, he wanted to do bricks. We said, no, do she's a very good girl. You know what I'm saying? Do that. He was like, sure, man. He got up there, the song went off. He came back and told us, shit, it was all bitches. I ain't never performed that front of that many girls. Mm-hmm. So I'm saying, so he was making all hood. He wasn't making them he wasn't making club songs. He wasn't making them for the club.
You know, that's why I give Chaos. That's why I give Chaos his props. He brought me and him had a group together when we was little kids. People don't know that. Like when Pretty Willie was the Baby Gangsters, we had a group called Above Average, me and Chaos. And you know, he always made songs for the girls. You know what I'm saying? That was his thing. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of saw that I was pretty talented with that shit too. You know what I mean? And I like making songs for the chicks. I thought that's why I was a street nigga that loved the shit out of y'all. I thought y'all niggas was raw. Like I wasn't no street niggas like that. I saw the importance of having girls in the crowd and no hard legs. I think that's gay to have a whole lot of niggas in the crowd talking about that's my nigga. Like that shit whack as a motherfucker to me. I don't want to see no hard legs in the crowd when I do no motherfucking show, man. You know what I'm saying?
That was for street dudes to start making those type of records that was targeting the club and was targeting to where making them appealing enough to white people from Chesterfield would bring you up to the 3rd floor and play it, and that was us.
Mm-hmm.
That was us. We did that. We did that type of music. We made music for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Made it for intentionally for. Essentially, we was going straight for women and kids because they gonna say they ain't gonna have no objective. They gonna like Cool Mo D and LL Cool J. They ain't gonna really get in the battle. That's us. We gonna go for that kind of shit. So I'm saying just the influence on that end. So where if we saying okay, you emphasize it in the hook, and then we did it later. It still started with us in the music because it was emphasized in the raps, right?
Right.
It was emphasized in the rap. So we've seen how the world took to it. We talked about it. All you gotta do is go out of town, talk regular, have a St. Louis hat on, and you fucking.
Right.
You fucking. You say, and if they ask you if you know Nelly or the Ticks, just say, yeah, you fucking. Everybody would say, tell us that. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, Charlie Chan them make jokes about that. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. I'm not taking nothing from you. I'm saying, it's a smart man. When you said what you said and you put emphasize in there, I'm done. I'm like, oh, he right. He was the one who emphasized it like that.
Right.
Made it his. He would have made the song. He would have made the hook. It would have been. It wouldn't have reached as many people with EI if you would have just said night. It wouldn't have reached as many people.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, shit. You crazy.
Because the reason I'm claiming the fame so much because I saw what everybody else did after I did it. Hot in Her was his biggest record, one of his biggest records.
It wasn't as big as everybody each other.
But you wouldn't have reached. Hot in Her was bigger than any record on Country Grammar, right?
No.
Right?
No.
Maybe Google be lying because I Googled it and it said Hot in Her was his biggest record of his career.
No.
Y'all Google
what is it based off of? What is it based off of? Sales?
I don't know. But Google it, y'all. What it is.
Just a Dream. He got his biggest record is still what's it called?
All in My Head?
Nah, them big records, them huge records. See, that's when it is. And the Tim McGraw record, them records right there is and then the Cruise, he went 13 million with the Cruise remix. So it's so I'm talking about, hold on. Ride With Me.
Ride With Me?
Huge.
Okay, it was huge, but when I Google it, I don't know because Google probably be lying. It says Hot in Her was his biggest record. But I'll tell you this, even if that's a lie, that was the last biggest record of his career that he had by himself.
Yeah, no, I don't. You say that?
Even if it's not, it's very debatable. And I'll tell you this, everybody else that came out after me, that was the biggest song they had by themselves too. That was the biggest song Chingy had in his career by himself, without no guest appearance, right there. When he that's the way we talk and emphasize it in that hook. Jaquan, everybody in the club getting out. We got everybody in the club. This thing got everybody in the club getting tipsy. That's like me having a song called I'm gonna do it like this. You got a song called I'm gonna do it like that. You know what I'm saying? Like so you know.
But my point
that was the biggest song of his career.
If we just emphasize if we just emphasize Nelly Durd night, Nelly Durd. If we just emphasize that, that song was, you know how big that song. If we could, what's the biggest crowd that loved that song? That song right there, yeah. The Mexicans. That would have been whack for y'all to do that though. That would have been whack for y'all to do that. I know, but I'm saying the Mexican, the whole community. That record is their jam. Underlay, mommy,
bro. That's the biggest that's the biggest album in hip hop history, dude. He was a fucking genius, nigga. Like, so you didn't even write that kind of shit. Like, dude, who does that? Who sits down and thinks of some shit like that? Like, I'm gonna take this from her. I'm gonna take this cadence from this cartoon. I'm gonna take this from this song. Like, you're a creative genius, bro.
That hook, I'm gonna get that. Hook. That another. I gotta give him a spot.
That was he wrote that.
It comes from the softball team. Now, when he was making the song, like, yo, you need a. I didn't make the record. I said, yo, I wrote the lyrics. 4 I slide up in the Escalade, me and Key, all that shit. I wrote this. You know what I'm saying? The softball shit. I was telling him, no, you need a chant record. You need a chant record. And he came up with the underlay, mommy, E-I-E-I-O. But that was from the softball shit. The team, the soldiers, they used to say, E-I-E-I-O. They say that shit in their softball shit. V-Stretch, I do RP Von V-Stretch. He used to say, underlay, shit. They just get around the bases. Nigga, underlay, nigga, come on, let's go, hurry up. You know, hurry up, underlay. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get a base hit or something, they all yell, oh. That's where he came. He came with that. He put that shit together. And the words, I helped him, you know what I'm saying, write the words and shit. Yeah, but I appreciate the respect on that album in general. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, Other Side, that record there, that's me. You know what I'm saying? It's a bunch of shit but it like you said, I'm never going to front. It was a bad combination because I couldn't. I wrote Real Niggas Ride With Us. Haters Gotta Ride the Bus. From to our brain on bus, break account so plus, the feds on us. That's how I wrote it.
Right.
That nigga said, that's when I knew he was super different. Nigga when he said, take the paper and said, I bet. He said, real niggas ride with us.
Yeah.
I was like, damn, he took my shit and did that. That was crazy. The word, I give him that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've been saying that if you gonna say the first two, emphasize, we ain't even on this phone right now. If you just said that in that thing with you said I'm the first to put it in a hook, I'm like, no, Kemo, we put it in a hook. You didn't say the first to emphasize it like that, right? Her, like you know what I'm saying? Like that was smart though. It was smart. We even did it afterwards, emphasized it, but we put it in the hook. Come on, we put it in the hook, Kemo. But if you're gonna say emphasize, you're right. You was the first to emphasize, flat out. If you
first,
emphasize,
and I was the first to put like only the way we talk in the hook and just repeat it over and over again like that. Like, but let me holler, come here, dirty, let me holler at you. Come here. I just knew that I saw what y'all said did. And I said, man, I will make a simplified version of that shit of the shit. Oh man, I will make some simple ass man. I will show the world that all we gotta do is put the way we talk in the hook and say it over and over again. That shit gonna sell millions of records. I knew that. But I ain't gotta go get a hook from here, from there. They already did that and sold 10 million records. I ain't finna do that. I can take it. I can simplify what they did in the simplest form. It's like what I did with y'all was I got a brick of some yay, and I just cooked it down and made it some crack.
Yeah.
Y'all was the brick of the yay with the baking soda on it, right?
Yeah.
And I took it and grabbed it and put it in the pot and cooked it.
And made
it crack.
Something. It's still, yeah, and it's different. It still come from the brick,
what I did.
But you change from different form. I ain't doubting that.
That's what I did.
If you said you added baking soda, you was the first to add baking soda, I'd have been like, yeah. But
that's why I said, look, but that's why I said
at first you said I was the first brick. I'm like, oh no. If you said I was the first to add baking soda to a brick, I'd been like, you're right. I'd have kept on.
That's why I said the Ticks. That's why I said the Ticks was the Nelly. The Ticks was y'all was the sentence, and I just put a period on the end of the sentence. That's all I did. You know what I'm saying? And then the reason I'm so vocal about it is because it's something I sat down and thought up, and I pondered on it for a long time. So when somebody's trying to contest me, I'll be like, what? How you gonna tell me I ain't sit in my mama's basement and think about this shit and think about this shit like that? What are you talking about?
I agree.
I sat down in my mama's basement and thought about it real hard, man. And I don't like, think people, man, what am I gonna do? Because Chaos is waiting on me to deliver him a record, some records, because he at the radio station every day. He ain't got no time to write no record. You know what I'm saying? And I call him and be like, what you think about this? And he'll be like, oh, that's dope. You know, and that's how I wrote the Out Here Out.
I don't think people hear you when you say that. I think other rappers on her that's watching, they hear it, understand. I don't think people hear you when you say the reason why you stand up and fight for it because it was a time when it didn't exist in that manner.
Yeah.
In that manner. It didn't exist in that manner. And you created that, and if you say something about it, it's like you're
hating or something.
Hating or something. Not. So I get that. I totally get that because you know what I'm saying.
But the only
sitting down
only reason I'm saying something about it now, or I feel like it's because number one, people be wanting to hear the story. I be looking at Vlad and shit. Motherfuckers be wanting to hear stories about shit that happened a long time ago.
He's smart, y'all. Listen, he made the. I ain't talking to him no more. I'm looking at y'all people. He's so smart. Let me show you. He's so smart is that he made that interview with Toy Boy. That was like a year ago or some shit.
Yeah.
I just did Vlad. He knew I'm gonna drop this now. He's smart. Yeah, he's smart. He knew it. He sat down and thought, okay, they be doing it, but they don't put it in. He found the weaknesses in the
right
rap
about
game.
that.
It's smart.
Yeah.
He's smart. That's why I'm not here to argue none of that, because if you didn't do it like this, I look at it like, damn, anybody's smart enough to drop this right now. Like if you had this and didn't drop this right now, this wouldn't happen. You know what I'm saying? Like I honor that. I respect that. I look at that as when a person does that, that's smart. Now, when somebody just listen, that's shitty. But when it's just like bringing up something at that point in time to make yourself, to speak about yourself in this way, to me, it's not cocky. It's not hating. It's not. It's to be. Because if you don't say it,
nobody gonna hurt. No, nobody ever gonna know. And it's just you make sure you got like you up when you say it. That's all. Cause I'm up. So I can talk about this shit. I'm up. I ain't finna be sitting on the park bench talking about the shit. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? And that's why I never was something like, man, I gotta.
But
be
it still should
be
never change
if I ever talk about that shit.
But it shouldn't be.
Gotta be on his shit.
No, but I think it shouldn't change the point when you talk about it. If it really, it don't make a difference. I think people deserve their. Because I'm quick to point out what somebody did. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm quick to point out what somebody.
You supposed to. Yeah. And it's cool. And all I'm saying is, I ain't mad at niggas for doing it. I was back then. But like now, I was just looking at it like, just say this nigga. Hey man, the whole nine was a big influence on that shit.
Tight.
The whole nine, nigga, then motherfuckers be in interviews, they be like, how you come up with that? Well, you know, I was just in the studio. Nigga, you a lie. Nigga, look. Toy Boy did let me holler at you a year before he knew Jaquan. Nigga, you hope you on this line.
Right.
Sham did everybody in the club up in Nina Pop way before he knew Ching. How in the hell that shit didn't come from me?
That's deep.
Did you know that? You didn't know that, did you?
I knew it because
Sham was my producer first. He produced the whole Nines album. He produced the Out Here album. 90% of it. Toy Boy did 2 songs on it. Right?
Right.
He did Let Me Holler at You and That Nausea. Every other beat, Sham did it. So, nigga, a couple years, you go get Chingy and he didn't, that ain't, I wasn't, what the fuck is motherfuckers talking about? What is niggas talking about? Everybody is like, any nigga that got something to say, what about that, nigga? What about that? How about the same 2 niggas that was, the nigga that was behind Jaquan, everybody in the club get tipsy, Toy Boy, produce, come here fucking dirty, let me holler at you first. How about that? How about Sham produced the whole Out Here album that sold 100,000 records independently? How about that? And now this nigga, you get this nigga say right there. And nigga, Jaquan and Chingy was like niggas listening to the whole 9 when the whole 9 came out. They was niggas that wasn't even probably sleeping on somebody's fucking couch when the whole 9 came out. What is y'all talking? Them niggas was running around like Chingy jumped in my fucking car and from my hood with his family. He jumped in my fucking Chevelle, nigga. If you on his live, jumped in my Chevelle and put his CD in my motherfucking radio and had me listen to some of his music. I'm like, yeah, that's hot, little dog. What are you talking about? That's hot, little bro. But Mookie had him signed to 49 Productions. Mookie had him signed to 49 Productions, and I couldn't fuck with him. You know what I'm saying?
Without warning.
He the first nigga to say what's popping off in the song. What's popping off for everything. And that was the one that was before he was rapping with your little brother. Right? Your little brother went without warning. He was with the other group, right?
3 Strikes.
Yeah, 3 Strikes.
But that's your
Chingy was the first nigga to say what's popping on the song.
Yeah. You know I mean, listen, y'all. When we get to talk about shit like that, we get to talk about shit like that. I got Lunatics records from 94, 95, y'all that can every line, every time. But it's not fair to bring to this conversation because it wasn't. It wasn't. You know what I'm saying? You didn't hear it. You wasn't. You know what I'm saying? So it didn't fight. So I'm saying is that I agree, and I'm telling the people to him. He's not hating on Chingy. He know Chingy was rapping. He know Chingy.
Lil Howard know I love him, bro. Lil Howard know I love him.
He not hating on Chingy. He just saying. He just speaking just about. You know what I'm saying? And the Chingy, of course, he gonna say, I didn't get it. It wasn't influenced. He gonna say that. I know. That's my little brother's best friend. I've been knowing since he was 6. I know he gonna say that. You know.
Yeah, I don't think he gonna even admit it. He'll be like, "No, you didn't, nigga." He'll say something like that. You know what I'm saying? No, I don't think he will. You know, I don't know him like to where I don't know what he'll say.
Because
the
arch rivals had a song, Key Love, Vega old dude, Vega Seals, R.I.P. Vega Seals.
That was from the verse.
Yeah.
From University.
Yeah. From the curve, yeah. University, yeah.
It was from the verse.
He had a song where he said, I'm a sucker for. See, he used to play on that baseball team.
That nigga said, "Do Chingy voice." That's my homeboy. Nigga, like the way you do it right there.
Yeah, he was on that baseball. He was on that baseball team, right? On that softball team. He loved Marquis. That's my nigga. He's on that softball team. They used to get together. He had a song that he said, I'm a sucker for some Moschino, some Moschino. He said Moschino, and then he said that same song, that same verse. He said, "Let your knees touch your elbows." Yeah, he did, and there was a thing behind that. It's the truth. That's the truth. That's true. That's true. He got a song.
I got so many stories about this shit, man. Like, you know, the arch rivals, dog. That was our name before it was the whole name.
Oh, okay.
We called ourselves the arch rivals, right? Now, this is how you know a motherfucker don't be knowing what people be doing sometimes. You might have the same idea as a nigga, and the nigga never knew. Because I didn't know what arch rivals was, and I came up with the name. Or one of us, I don't know if it was me or Chaos. One of us came up with the name. And we had Chaos played My Block to Your Block, this like short version, 1 minute verse of My Block to Your Block. And it was like an intro for his radio show. And he was like, yeah, that's the arch rivals. Because he didn't want to say he was part of the group, because he didn't want to make it look like he was playing his own shit. He was like, yeah, that's the arch rivals. Immediately, the phones at the radio station started ringing. And it was like, nigga, that's our name. And we said, all right, fucking have the name. Right. Fuck it. Don't kill us. Don't kill me, dog. Goddamn.
That's how
we'll change it.
That's why I felt about breathe in, breathe out.
What?
I'm trying to talk to you. Like, I ain't know, nigga. I ain't know that was the dance. And I just made a song. I was calling time like, damn, what's the name of that dance? What's the name of the dance? She called me. She told me. She said, it's Chicken Head. She said, that's okay. Then I'm ready. I'm trying to come up with. I think I told you. They said Courtney B was on his live. Benson Management. He called me and said, y'all got but my Breathe In, Breathe Out, I made it after my album was. It wasn't even gonna get stripped on and like that because I hadn't made it yet. So it was when he called me. It was a soundtrack. He said, "Yo, they got $450,000." I told him, "You got the single," and I said, "They said, okay, cool, you got it. Lunatics is on fire. I got it. I had to come up with it though." So I sat in the car for a whole 24 hours. I ran out of gas on my excursion, sit in the job because you see, I do everything in the car. I can write better in the car. You know what I'm saying? I got to just square, I don't do it in the house in a period. You know what I'm saying? But I come to the car. So then I call your cousin, Ty. Mm-hmm. Your first cousin, Ty. I called Ty. I said, yo, what's the name of the shit? She told me she didn't know. She called some more motherfuckers. She called like punks and shit too, because no disrespect to gay people. She called them because she was saying they created the dance and all that kind of shit. Right. So she was trying to call them and shit. So I was like, okay. And then she came back. She said Chicken Head. And I said, cool. And then she came back and said, nah, it's the monastery. And then she came back, she said, no, Chicken Head. And I said, damn, we couldn't figure it out. I said, fuck it. All right, cool. I'll get y'all's phone, cool. And that's why I added, do the Chicken Head, go on, let it out, do the monastery. Because I didn't know what it was. I was trying to, like, you know, say it right, show love. I didn't know that it was the dance to the song. You know what I'm saying? But you saying it wasn't a dance, but how it was made, y'all, like he's saying, it was bag. You know what I'm saying? It just turned a bunch of 3 songs made. Now 3 songs made it to what it was.
Right.
3 songs.
It was called the bag back. They called the dance the bag back at first.
Yeah, it was bag.
Then they started doing it the Project Pat chicken.
And if you think about it, if you just go if now that people know that, people out of town can if you know that you can learn a dance by them 3 songs. It's like bag, and it was or bag, right? So and then if you want to go boop, boop, chicken head, now they still doing the boop, boop, chicken bag,
and
so
it's
mixed in.
And so the gay dudes that started it start calling it the chicken head, and that's how you know that some gay dudes made it up. Because what girl gonna call a dance the chicken head?
Right.
Think about it. Ain't no woman gonna be like, let's call this the chicken head. Like, ain't no woman gonna call herself no goddamn chicken head.
It didn't have no name to it. And the song from people out of town, the dance, when you do the dance on a video or something like that, you can have breathe in, breathe out. You can have right there, chink.
Right.
You can have a couple records, but really, when you're a St. Louis motherfucker and you really, you gonna go get everybody in the club up or Nina Pop. You might even get everybody in the club up before you get Nina Pop.
Honestly, Nina Pop, you might get everybody in the club. In Kansas City, it's everybody in the club up. They don't give a fuck about no Nina Pop. Kansas City, it's everybody in the club up. I go there motherfucker right now and get it, but Kansas City and like the other places, like the little markets that it's hot in, it's really everybody in the club. Nina Pop is really just for St. Louis, really. But everybody in the club up is that one that like that's what they really. But the other cities don't really do the dance like St. Louis, like or they can't break it down like St. Louis. So that's why Nina Pop is pretty much more popular in St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the one you can really do that dance to. You know what I'm saying? And when
but
you
out of town people don't know to call it. When you from St. Louis, it's called it's really like people will say, but a real motherfucker gonna say Nina Pop. It's like a Atlanta motherfucker ain't gonna never say Hot Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? So like from out of town might say Hot Atlanta, but in St. Louis, we not gonna really call it. You might call it chicken head, you might call it mono, but it's really the Nina Pop.
Nobody in St. Louis called that dance no chicken head or no mono. You might have that dance the Nina Pop. Everybody in St. Louis. Ever since Nina Pop came out, don't nobody call that dance nothing else but the Nina Pop. That's why I be like, damn. But you know, I get Chaos the credit for that because when you did Breathe In, Breathe Out, he came to me. He was like, dude, and the label was mad. It was like, dude, we need to shoot a video. Man, you gonna try to be the first one to come out with the show. It was like, oh man. And Chaos was like, this nigga don't never come to the monastery. It's some bullshit. Somebody do the monastery. So that's why you got mad, because that nigga took your record and broke that motherfucker up, and I think that shit got back to your ass. You like,
I wasn't mad when I went to talk to him at the thing from outside.
And you talking about in South Carolina? He was in Carolina. This shit was funnier than a motherfucker.
But I was coming on some hip hop shit to say, yo, bro, if I took your name like with Spade Ripper. When he got himself the people's champ, and I was saying the champ is here.
Yeah.
He took offense to it. So at first I was like, "Yo, bro, my bad. I see hip hop. I didn't know that you went by the champ is here. I heard you say it before. I heard a lot of people say. I mean, you went by the people's champ. Paul Wall said that. I didn't know that was his shit. I stepped back. Like I don't want to take nobody. You saying I didn't know that was like that. Like Chaos felt a certain way about me making a song like that, because I didn't go out. You said TJ DJ, when he got the Huey record. By the time the shit came out, by the time Breathe In, Breathe Out came out, I was 32 years old. I wasn't going out to no club at all. And the Monastery was really like an 18, 19-year-old club, right?
Right.
21,
one side, 18 on the side, 21 on the other side. And we was like, bruh, how we felt like, how is you gonna make a song for this dance when you know it's the Monastery, dog? When you say the Monastery, you saying the whole 9, nigga. That's a whole 9 club. This a whole 9 thing. They're like the whole 9 run this club here, and the dance called the Mono. So we like, he trying to take our wave and make a song for the dance where he know everybody doing that dance off of everybody in the club up. Oh hell no! So, and we about to come out with the record and shoot the fuck. We like, nah. So Chaos like, we gotta make that song and call that song, make a song exactly for the dance and get a song and get a dance a new name that we create. And Chaos was like
upset. Y'all was basically upset because I took inspiration from y'all.
I didn't give a fuck. Chaos was mad. So Chaos was like, because I didn't care about no goddamn dance. I thought that shit was kind of lame.
Upset. I was basically upset because I took inspiration from him.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you how you know it was him that was upset. This is exactly what happened. He was like, he was like, man, that's fucking. I was kind of looking at it like this nigga trying to steal the wave, but I wasn't tripping off no dance. If you remember in South Carolina, I told Brian, rest in peace, my nigga. I was like, nigga, I don't give a fuck about no dance. Nigga, fuck that shit. Nigga, I'm on this gangster shit. Remember, that's what I say. He got mad, and that's when he swung at me and shit. I'm like, oh, this nigga dog, man, the motherfucker. But because I never cared about the dance.
Right.
But Chaos came to me, was like, we got to make a song for the dance. I was like, what's up? I didn't even want to hear it because I create all the songs. And I didn't want to make no fucking dance record. I didn't want to really make everybody in the club. If you listen to it, it's to a dance beat. But I'm saying it's some gangster shit. Everybody getting on your feet, good for my hustler, humping your back, twerking for my thug stuff. You know what I'm saying?
How you said it was gangster.
You see what I'm saying? So he
how you rap, it just how you sound was gangster.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? So
he just read them words.
Yeah, so he like, man, we need to come up with this motherfucking song, and I got a name for it. It's called Nina Pop. I say, man, that shit sound gay as a motherfucker. This is exactly the conversation. I said, that shit sound homosexual as a motherfucker, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool on that shit. I ain't finna be on no goddamn song called no fucking Nina Pop, bro. Nina Pop? What? Dog, I was hot. I was like, nigga, what the fuck is you talking about, dog? I'm not finna be on that. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I said, I don't think we should do that. I ain't gonna be on there. I said, I don't think we should do that, bro. He the DJ, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't trying to disrespect him. He a DJ. I said, man, that shit sound homosexual as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? He was like, he got mad. He was like, nigga, I'm gonna do it by myself. I'll do it by myself. I said, no, you ain't gonna do it by yourself now, dog. You know what I'm saying? So I said, I'm gonna get on the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So he went and got a beat from Sham. And the beat was hard. I was like, God damn, that motherfucker hard. Shit, this nigga Sham. God damn. I'm like, what? I'm listening to them. I'm like, ooh, that one boom, boom, ka, boom, 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 ka, boom, boom, boom. I'm like, ooh, what the fuck? I'm gonna come out on this motherfucker, but damn, I gotta rap about some man, I gotta make sure I say I'm against this shit. That's why I say I don't need a pop Nina's my demeanor. I was talking against that shit. Like, I'm fucking Nina Pop. The fuck? It's not hip hop at all. That's whacker than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean?
Dance songs. They probably do the Humpty Hump.
Yeah, I just thought it sounded super. I thought that shit was homosexual as fuck, bro.
I came off the road. I went to St. Louis Nights because Mr. Galloway used to live down the street from me. So I went to St. Louis Nights. I can come in there deep and here, let me in, all that shit. I went to St. Louis Nights and I seen everybody doing this shit is dance. I'm like, damn. Y'all ain't made no. I'm not saying that then. Now I'm thinking, y'all ain't made no song for this. How you thinking like y'all ain't emphasizing?
You was smart. You was a trend. You was smart as a motherfucker. That's why I say, if it wasn't for man, you like Moses or something. If it wasn't for Ali, it wouldn't be no Nina Pop. It just wouldn't have happened, bro. If you didn't even know that. Right, if it wasn't for you, I swear to God, it would have never been no Nina. If you would have made Breathe In, Breathe Out, it would be no Nina Pop, dog. Right. That's crazy, ain't it?
That's crazy.
That's fucking crazy. That was the one reason we made Nina Pop. Because you made Breathe In, Breathe Out, bro. And that's some history for y'all ass right there. That's some real history for y'all ass. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? When he made it, when we made it, you know, he didn't write the song, though. Because this is proof that he really didn't come up with it. Because he didn't say that he came up and wrote the song. But I wrote everybody in the club up. If you listen to the hook to Nina Pop, it says, all my ladies and my hustlers in the club up. That's the same goddamn hook for everybody in the club up. Yes, I wrote that hook. No, you didn't. You just took my fucking hook and put the hook in the, you know what I'm talking about? You didn't write shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? And then that's why I start every song off. I started every song off because, you know what I'm saying, I knew that, like, one day it was going to come to the point where me and him probably ain't together no more because me and that nigga was never cool, and I could do all the shows by myself, and that's why I be doing it. You saw it at the damn show we did earlier this year. Yeah, I ripped that motherfucker without his ass business.
I ain't getting that.
I shut that motherfucker down without his ass.
Listen, I'm with the part where he's saying he ripped that motherfucker on with that. Without his ass, I ain't getting that. I ain't getting that.
They didn't even give a fuck that he wasn't there, did they? They didn't give a shit.
Yeah, but your verse is I didn't. You saying it sound like you saying?
Yeah,
that was you. Yeah, the verse turned off crazy is you. So out of time for members to know, like nah. When you out, out of time, you might call it chicken head, you might call it something, but we don't. We kind of like it that y'all call it chicken head and not Nina Pop because it keep it. When you call it the Nina Pop, we know you from St. Louis. We know you from St. Louis when you call it the Nina Pop. When you know that it, or even know Nina Pop, we know you know about St. Louis for real. That it wasn't a chicken head. I'm gonna tell you, I told you, I'm like, I didn't know the name. I literally in the song said 2 different names because I didn't know the name of the song. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about couldn't do the dance. Look at the video.
Yeah. It said, do the chicken head, go and let it out, do the monastery. We like, what?
Yeah.
We like, okay.
I didn't know the name.
So that was a good call with Chaos part. He was smart as hell for doing that, man. Because he was smart for that, man. But then shit, we thought it was gonna be you with the deal you had. Shit, it ended up being Chingy being the one that was known for the dance. We like, God damn,
Because by time
it ended up being Chingy being the one known for the motherfucking dance. We like, oh my God, who the fuck is this nigga? Yeah. We was mad as a motherfucker. We looking at 106 and Park, this nigga come out. Now, by that time, Nina Pop had blue. You know what I'm saying?
But see, by that time, everybody knew how to do the dance, too.
Mm-hmm.
See, when I made Breathe In, Breathe Out, didn't nobody know how to do the
right.
dance.
Right.
Because we didn't have contact with, like, the people from the monastery that could do it. We didn't, because I had never been to the monastery. I just came home. We couldn't do that. If you watch the video, we was doing it all the way wrong.
Yeah, and that's why we was laughing at y'all because we like some gay dudes made it up. We ain't never do it, and we was like the progenitors. We was like we'll never do that motherfucker. We was watching how they was doing that motherfucker. We was like we'll never do that. It was only the gay dudes and the girl.
If we
was like, look at these niggas. They don't even know how this motherfucker got created. Look at these niggas doing it. Especially Chinky in the Right There video. We was like, look at this thing. You know what I'm saying? And Free came up to him after they performed on 106 and Park, and we had our eyes glued to the TV. And she was like, so what's the name of that dance y'all doing? By that time, everybody was calling that motherfucker the Nina Pop. That nigga Chinky said, I was like, yeah, I'll answer that question. You know what I'm saying? And the girls was like, you could tell the bitch girl wanted to say the Nina Pop. She said, it's the chicken head. We was like, oh, man.
Yeah, see, I would have thought monastery, the mono. That's a big name too. The mono.
The mono, yeah, but in St. Louis, ain't nobody calling it the mono. And these parts, it's the Nina Pop, bro.
You got people calling the
mono. I don't know nobody call it. People know after Nina Pop before Nina Pop came out, you know what I'm saying? I give you that. But 99.9% of St. Louis gonna say that's the Nina Pop, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I look at it like, you know what I'm saying? Like the dance.
That's what I'm saying.
Monastery,
I'm saying I think that it's some people. I'm gonna speak up on this. It's some people in St. Louis that's gonna say chicken head. A small percentage. It's the people that's in St. Louis that's gonna say the mono, the monastery. Now the bulk. When you start saying the Nina Pop, that's just saying that you're that you really, it's a difference to me. You can say it ain't commercial to me. When you say Nina Pop, you really went to the monastery, or you really knew about, or you really from St. Louis, you really know it. But there's people from St. Louis that will call it the mono, flat out. You know that. I mean, I don't think that, I think you know it, but it's a bigger percentage that's going, the real St. Louis people going to call it the Nina Pop.
Right, the real St. Louis motherfuckers gonna call it, and that's what I mean. You're right about that.
But it's
people saying mono, but whether you say mono or Nina Pop, nigga, that was the whole 9 clubs. How about that? Okay,
so that's why I
our
back
club,
out,
nigga. There wasn't nobody else at that club but us every week. Chaos every week, nigga. That's a whole 9 member. He made the monastery. It was there with regardless. It was created at his club, and he was the DJ, nigga.
So that's
either way.
But people out of town, he not talking to me. He talking to these comment
motherfuckers. Talking to St. Louis motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what time it is. You know what I'm saying? A lot of out of town motherfuckers probably call it the mono, but St. Louis call it motherfuckers.
The club was called a monastery. Boy, him and the dude that he was in a group with he's in a group with Chaos. He's on the radio and he's a DJ at the club. DJ his ass off. Okay, boom. So at the club he had a rocket. He wasn't forcing a record that the people wasn't liking. He was playing the jam, and the jam happened to be him and his partner shit. You know what I'm saying? So, and they was at a club called the Monastery. So the dance was created off a couple of songs, and by the time they did in the club up, it just was the whole St. Louis rhythm. We went from bag to chicken head to where it just that song combined all the bag, and that's where all this came from, and all that shit came from, because it was a combination of that, and they song led the way. So a lot of people call it the monastery because that's where Kemo right here in y'all face and Chaos was at, blowing that bitch up every weekend, killing that shit. So some people call it monastery, but then when the wave had already started from them with the dance and shit, and then me making breathe in, breathe out, people who never went to the monastery just called it chicken head. And then, but by the time they made the Nina Pop, then people just start calling it the Nina Pop. You know what I'm saying? Because they knew that it came from these two right here. You know what I'm saying? From them being at the club, and not them making up the dance, but them being in the club, being here and playing their song. I still feel like everybody in the club was more of, by the time Nina Pop came, like he said, it was the dances already had been solidified. You know what I'm saying? It was down there. He was almost like kind of forcing it because it was already called a mono. You know what I'm saying? And
right.
Y'all, it could have been in the club up. Shit, it could have been called in the club up or some shit, because that was the song. I mean, that was the song that motherfucker was doing it to. You know what I'm saying? Because it's hard to really tell the difference in those records for me. Not saying that they sound like that, but it's so, because you saying, once you said to me the other night, you said, "Come girl, this your song," right there. I said, damn, okay, yeah, I wasn't crazy. That was in both songs, right?
Yeah, that was Chaos idea to do that.
Yeah, okay.
That was Chaos. That was his idea to put that at the beginning, and everybody, the chicks love that part. Like he knew how to. He knew to do them little DJ things. You know what I'm saying? He knew like
get him to the dance floor.
Yeah, when you tell somebody to do something, that was what he used to always say. When you tell somebody to do something in the song, dude, they do it. You know what I'm saying? If it's especially the song, how you gotta tell people to do stuff in your songs, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's why his verses was March with it. No, he was just telling people to do stuff in his hooks and in his verses. He didn't care about rapping. He just wanted to tell girls to do stuff.
It was Lil Johnish.
Yeah, Lil John.
It wasn't Lil John. It was more St. Louis Lil John.
You know what I'm saying? Nah, it was
just the influence. And
we cheated on that. We was cheating on that.
I made it St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't sound like Lil John.
No, he wasn't.
To giving instructions.
We used to do a lot of shows with him. We had the same kind of effect on people. You know what I'm saying? So we used to do a whole lot of shows with John. You know what I'm saying? That's the boy.
Yeah, so that's another.
That song with him, Click Clack. We got that song with him, Click Clack. You know what I'm saying? I want
to mention another shit that pop in St. Louis. Like if somebody would just say my favorite record, everybody in St. Louis ain't gonna say, okay, my favorite record is Hot in Here, or my favorite record is the Lunatics record. They can say the Mono. They can say in the club up. They can say Nina Pop. They can say another record is Coco Severe, Wild Out. That's a big record in St. Louis. Wild Out. That was the dance too. What was it called? Wild Out or something?
Wild Out.
Mob Out.
I heard that. I remember. I thought I was in Atlanta when that came out.
Coco Severe. Boy, he
from St. Louis. Yeah, I think I was living in Atlanta when he came out.
Boy, he had the rocking with that Mob Out, all that shit.
Yeah, I heard of that. I heard of that Mob Out.
He had it. So it's a bunch of shit that my folks went out the state with records and shit, but when we talk about St. Louis, it's a whole different. It's like Oakland. Like I said, it's Oakland. It's Baltimore, D.C. A lot of places like that. And St. Louis is one of them places where we live inside this bubble. We listen just to Jizzle Bucks. We listen just to LA4. We listen just to AMR. We listen just to Lil Tay and Three Problems and shit. Like the city, you know what I'm saying? Like my daughter would only listen to just that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like just all that she listened to was at the time was like, the St. Louis artists. You know what I'm saying? And St. Louis got a following in itself. That's why it's hard to blow up because niggas don't really be caring about going past 70 and 170 and 270 at times, especially this new generation. They can blow up online for O's and all them, and they can kind of settle because they hot in the streets. You know what I'm saying? So but I just I'm gonna wind it up, y'all. You know what I'm saying? My mother, brother, Kemo. You know what I'm saying? We just want to have this discussion. We had this discussion before. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it needed to be heard by the people. There wasn't no shot at Nelly and no shot at chaos. We just are talking shit. We talk shit on the phone this all the time. So we just want to bring it to the live. You want to say something to him? Come on.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna be dropping more clips of that. Let me holler at you. Join on my the Let Me Holler podcast. I got a whole lot of other shit, man. I got A-Verbs and a lot of different episodes with different pimp niggas, and I think I got Sam. I got a whole lot of footage that we about to drop on the podcast man. And I really appreciate this. You know what I'm saying? I really appreciate this little chop up session, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We need to do some shit together, bro. We need to really do something, man. Because I'm seeing a lot of people talking about, hey, we need some new music. I ain't never gonna stop doing music, so I don't care. I'm never gonna stop doing music with it. We can put some shit together, and I'm definitely with it. Because two creative niggas like us, we put our heads together, come up with some shit we want to tell you.
We gonna get it. I ain't got no problem with doing no music. I just, me, I ain't got no gun boys right now. I ain't got no bitch boys, no nothing. I got some.
Hey man, we family men. We can make an album about the family.
I can get creative, but you know what I'm saying? We're gonna do some shit. That's clear. Sure. We already talked about it. We're just talking about it in front of y'all now. We're gonna do some shit. We're gonna work out some shit and saying, yeah, but we just wanted to do this right here just because it was gonna be fun and it was gonna bring out some information that y'all didn't know about certain shit.
To let y'all see that, real OG, how we really fuck with each other. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We really mess with each other the long way, dog. Like I got a lot of respect for Ali. I got so much respect for Nelly, the Lunatics, Murph, Keywine. Like, man, y'all niggas really some humble ass guys. I mean, y'all used to come up to us, Keywine especially. We used to come up to us like, dude, you cold, bro. I was like, thank you. That meant so much coming from that man. Like, he didn't have to do that. He didn't tell me shit. This nigga is God. Y'all niggas God to us. He came down to my level. Told me like, dude, you incredible, bro. I'm like, man, that's one thing that I remember from back then. Even back then, during those times where like, he gave me the strength to let me know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got this. And so y'all motherfuckers that sitting up here talking about, yeah, man, it was on the underground. That's my whole point for taking my credit. You get your credits. You get your credit in a movie. You get your credit on the album. You get your credit on the CD. A nigga give a Jay-Z a beat and don't charge him for it. So you say, just give me my credit. You know what I'm saying? And shit ain't a long time ago because people buy publishing. If you nigga give you $1 million for your publishing, that album's gonna last. They gonna come out with that motherfucker 20 years from now. So it ain't old to a nigga that's buying that publishing. You see what I'm saying? So we can talk about what you can't tell Michael Jordan not to talk about him being with the Bulls in 1985, winning all the goddamn rings, just because it happened a long time ago. You motherfuckers stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you talking about? Michael Jordan can't talk about how many rings he won? You stupid ass nigga. What the fuck is wrong with you, dog? Y'all niggas be saying any goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? So, man, I love all y'all. Even y'all niggas that saying that stupid ass shit there. You know what I'm saying? And y'all my brother. We love y'all. I love y'all. Love you, Leezy. You know what I'm saying?
Too,
shout out to the Tick. Shout out to Murph Dirty, nigga. Goddamn Key Weezy. And y'all niggas, man. Y'all niggas goddamn do y'all thing, nigga. Love y'all niggas.
If anybody else that's got something they want to debate, we're going to bring it back to this motherfucker, whether it's me or you, Mo. I'm talking about something totally different. If it's debatable, it's debatable. We don't debate. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't finished, nigga. I got about 5 more hours of shit to talk about.
Once he dropped videos, because he made his podcast a year ago. You know what I'm saying? So he probably got a bunch of shit with Verb arguing about or talking about this and that and third. So it's gonna be some more shit coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I just wanted to
Verb, money.
have
See, you didn't know Verb. I'm the nigga that gave Verb his first shot in rap. Like he'll tell you that. I got him on my podcast saying that. If it went from, that nigga sound like Soldier Boy. I was the first to do everything.
No.
But I gave Verb his first shot. He'll tell you that. Hey, Verb will tell you that, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't lying, dog. You know what I'm saying?
No, if it's the truth, right? If it's the truth, when it's the truth,
I told A-Verb, I said, look, dog, you hard, you get rap, man. I'm gonna do a song with you. I didn't have to do no song with him. I was popping. I had bread. I was on. Everybody knew I was. I said, man, I'm gonna do a song with you. I did a song with him, pressed up 10,000 CDs. The song was called I Don't Care. I gave the 10,000 CDs to everybody, and they started playing I Don't Care on the radio. And Verb been in this rap shit ever since. You know what I'm saying? That's the story. And nobody knew him. He was just a nigga at Brad Young's house.
He's definitely used to be at Brad Young's house. Wilding out.
You know what I'm saying? And that's the story of Verb. You know what I'm saying? Me and Verb, nigga, gave him his first shot. He instantly got on the radio fucking with me. And everybody liked that song. I don't care about what you think about me. You don't like me, don't come around me. Yeah. Yeah, that's me and Verb. Me and A-Verb. It was his first song that he ever had with a nigga. Real nigga from, from the loop. You know what I'm saying? So, hell yeah.
Right.
It's a bunch of stories, y'all. We got a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? We keep doing this shit too. So much love to y'all.
All right, peace, y'all. We out.
Yeah,
Going back to the studio. All right, one, y'all. Kemo, we're gonna talk. We'll
yes, sir.
Peace. Yeah.